I think it's healthy to try new things, and I think it's really smart to try new things on a channel where a lot of the content that I give you guys is just a list of, hey, this is a thing I like, you should play it. I can see how that would get tiring, so I wanted to try something a little bit new. What's going on, everyone? I'm Jay, the channel is Square Pegs. Welcome aboard, and we are going to be talking video games today, but in a slightly different way. So I reached out to some creators in YouTube and I asked them to take a challenge that I had put together where they would be guessing box art. Now, it's not going to be as easy as just looking at the box art and saying, well, that's just Breath of the Wild. We know what that is. Now, these are going to be extreme close-ups on box art, giving hints of what the games would be, but you really got to know your stuff to be able to get things right. Here's their reaction to this challenge as they are taking it.
Oh, wow. All right, so the hand reaching up, and obviously that's a big old metal foot right there, and like mountain, and I want to say this is like a curveball that he threw at us, or maybe it's a softball. Can I get any more baseball analogies in this? All right, so I'm going to say this was, I think, let's see, we're on number 6. I'm going to say this is Doom. I'm thinking this is Doom Eternal. I feel better about that than I do any other choice. Let's stick with that. I'm going to say it's Doom Eternal. Okay, we have grass. And wheat.
Alright, so what I immediately, like, my brain saw was like a red hood looking like up, and like a blue shoulder plate and like a blue arm. But what is that behind him? And what would that even be? I know there's that game for Switch where you play as like this ninja with like a red hood, and like you got some one-hit kill action going on, which looked really awesome. I think I heard like Metal Jesus and Reggie talking about it in one of their pickups video, and it always looked really cool to me, but I'm pretty sure that is a much more realistic art style cover, and this definitely would look more like Shovel Knight territory. Like, I don't know if this could be like the... But no, that doesn't even look like it, because the Spectre Knight, which is what I think I'm thinking of, words. He's kind of much more like the Plague Doctor look with his nose and.
Oh, I think this is Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm just looking at the Art Deco geometric designs of that side piece, and I'm thinking it's probably Luigi's Mansion. Oh, but it doesn't look like the cover that I recognize. But then again, it could be a different cover, because these... Oh, that's the other thing. These are all the US covers, not the ones which I would have seen, because we get mostly the European covers, I believe. So this could be a completely different cover to what I was expecting. But I think this is Luigi's Mansion 3.
Okay, so this one, the first thing that comes to mind, those two green things in the top corner there, that reminds me of... My first thought was the dude from Splinter Cell with his green glow-in-the-dark goggles, but I don't think that's it, so... And then my other guess was it kind of looks like Clank from Ratchet and Clank, but since that's a Sony game, that's definitely not it. I don't know. I'm going to say one of the Splatoon games. That's... I don't know why. That's just... I don't think that's right either. I'm gonna fail horribly at this.
So what do you say? Why don't you guys take the challenge with me? Let's take a look. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys some hints as we go, let you guys guess what the box art is as we play along. Now, up first, we have a game that has been ported to the Switch. I want to make that very clear. It has showed up on other platforms, and it is a classic action game that I think a lot of people are really looking forward to playing the next iteration of when it comes out. What do we have here? We've got a blue background, we've got what looks to be a planet or the sun or something like that, and we know it's in the upper left quadrant of the Switch box art because we have that Nintendo Switch logo showing up in the upper left. Might be a little bit of a hint towards the bottom there as well. What is your guess for number 1? Alright, number 2 does not quite look as realistic as number 1 does. This one is clearly a little bit more cartoony. We have a distinct light blue and dark blue background. There are some green spheres in the upper corner where it looks to have a purple ring around them. The only hint I'm going to give you for this one is this is a sequel to a long-running series that is immensely popular both here in the States and in Japan. Now, number 3 is a sequel in a series that has been popular for several generations, and this one I had to zoom in very, very far. This is very zoomed in and is going to be hard to figure out what it is, but if you look at some of the things that are on there, I think there are some telltale clues that might give away what you're looking at. It looks to be some drawers that are open, and it looks to be a black ring around the side. Now, I had to go in this far because the cover, if I had shown a lot of the color on the cover, it would absolutely give away what this game is. But there is a hint as to what this game is based on the colors that are showing on here. You just got to look very closely. Number 4 is a continuation in a long-running series from a third-party developer that has been proven to be immensely popular over the last 20 years. This is another port onto the Switch that has been on a lot of different consoles and has spanned now 3 generations. You see something that looks red, but is that mechanical or is it organic? That is up for you to decide. And the background also has some hints as well. There's a little bit of green hanging out from the top, as well as what looks to be some intricate designs in the background. Alright, number 5 is a hint in and of itself, just in its position on the list. This one might be one of the easier ones for people to guess. There's some very distinctive stylized elements going on here. You have some orange smoke coming up from the bottom across a black background. There also looks to be some telltale red, white, and black spikes coming off the side. Is that a character? Is it a logo? That's up for you to guess. Number 6 has proven to be the ultimate gotcha so far for people. Folks are looking at it and making a determination on what this game is immediately. And I would caution you to slow your roll on this one a little bit and actually think on what this game would be. It isn't the first game that comes to mind. I can almost guarantee it. I don't want to give too much of a hint because if I say what it is exactly, it's going to give away precisely what the game is. But just trust me, it's not the first one you're thinking of. Who doesn't love a lovely grass field? I know I do. This one might be kind of easy to guess because this is one of the dominant features on the cover. This is a port onto the Switch. It's been on a few systems before, and it's from a very popular series that Nintendo has worked with for a long time. A little bit of a hint on some of the colors over on the left-hand side of this image. I want you guys to take a look and make sure you are guessing and studying this one in depth. This might be the newest entry on the list. This game just recently released, but it is a continuation of a very popular series. I'll give you another clue as well on this one. It actually includes an original version of the game this is based on the cartridge. This game features a very awesome female character in the lead, and has some very memorable enemies as well as mechanics in play to actually make this game a lot of fun to play. Now this one is going to be in the lower left quadrant because as we can see this has the ESRB rating there for an E10+. Another extreme close-up that I had to use because giving any more away would make this game almost too easy to guess. However, I will say this is one of the most popular titles on the Nintendo Switch and something that millions upon millions of people have purchased, bought, played, and enjoyed. It is the latest sequel in an ongoing series that has proven to be popular for decades. This game is fantastic, and you are going to go on a wonderful journey playing this one, going to all kinds of magical lands. It is definitely something that you need to check out if you haven't done so already. And our final entry, number 10, is clearly a cartoony representation of an all-time classic character that dates back to the NES. What could be red and blue and black and white? There's definitely some telltale hints here that are going to give away exactly what this game is if you sit and think about it. It's just going to blow up in your mind. You will figure it out almost immediately when you see the reveal. So what about the answer reveal? Well, I'm not actually going to do that. I actually want you guys to go watch the videos that are linked down below to my fellow creators who actually took the time to do this challenge. You'll be able to see what the answers are there. You're going to have to check their stuff out to find out what the answers are. And I would love for you to go over there, let them know Jay sent you, check out their stuff, and have some fun with this challenge along with them. There are some absolute hilarious takes going on as they're trying to figure out what these games are. Let me know in the comments down below what the most difficult image was that tripped you up as you are doing the box art challenge. There will be more of these going forward, and I am going to branch out to doing all kinds of covers from Genesis, NES, SNES, N64, you name it. It is fair game. And I'm hoping more people would want to participate next time because I think this has the potential to be a lot of fun. Now, as much as I would love to take credit for this being my brainchild and something that I completely came up with on my own, I cannot do that. I need to give a huge thank you to Neil from Post2Post Productions. As a creator, it's important that we just kind of incubate ourselves and take in as much content as possible that's in our area of expertise. For me, yeah, that's absolutely video games, which is why I'm such good friends with people like John Hancock, John Riggs, Chris from the Game Dad Show, Gary from HALLOWED Productions. These are all people that I adore, that I admire, and that have influenced the way I work. It's important to take in as many different creators as possible. For me, that's watching cooking shows like Sam the Cooking Guy and Cowboy Kent Rollins, watching van build shows like Jared Tachi and Navigation Nowhere, and for sports, watching people like the Hockey Guy, and where I got the idea for this one, from Neil from Post2Post Productions. Neil does a jersey challenge on his channel where he takes extreme close-up images of his hockey jerseys and sends them out to fellow creators for them to guess what the jersey is. It is an idea that I absolutely was enamored with and I wanted to adopt to my channel. Without him doing those videos, I never would have come across this one. This is 100% credit to him. Thank you, Neil, for doing something like this, and thank you so much for being such an awesome creator. Because of you, I tried doing new lighting for my videos and took on some new techniques that I think have really helped improve the look of the channel. If you dug the video, please hit like, please subscribe if you're new here and haven't done so already, and while you're there, ring the notification bell. If you really enjoyed what I did here today, please consider becoming a monthly Patreon subscriber or checking out our merchandise. Links to both will be in the pinned comment down below, as well as links to all of our presence on social media. Until next time, I've been Jay. Appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me today. Until next time, remember to play more games, stay square, and take care. I'll talk to you soon.